Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 95-56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Dwayne Washington, his first carry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Watch the out. Check 4. Check 3.
Sammy.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Saints.
Ready.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Ready.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come, baby. Undercut. Kill.
42. Nice 42. Hey, pick it up.
Over.
Watch the set.
This is Murray. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check. 42's the mark. Touchdown, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Kill. Show it up.
He's coming. We got time.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, dude.
Here's Murray. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They're running it. Bang, bang, bang.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Back, back, back.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On the delay, Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Washington now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready. You ready? Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
5-9.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first, here's Washington. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. 5-9. 58. Come on. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 12. First down, New Orleans.
Ready.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A run, it's Murray. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready. We're waiting.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Get 300! Get 300!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Over. General West. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 99. Here, Mike. Watch twist. Right. Tighten up.
Snap comes at 1. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Bandit. Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. Mike, 56. Mike's 56. All day, punk.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Rip left. Inside. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. All day, just like that. Mike, 50. What a 50. 56. Box it. Watch the slant. Mike's 56. 56. And we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 56, the jump ball. Check.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Going for it all. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Packers 14, Saints 5.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. Yeah, this. Go. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hit. Watch the twist.
Rodgers now to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
47 is the mic. Not today, you are. Not today. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Tight dog. Inside. Hey, take 26. Hey, exit.
Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. 69 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
5. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Charlie.
To throw again. Rodgers. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Box it.
Mike 51, Mike 50.
Hey, 88. Hey, take 26.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
SOS. Go, Lance. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's set a tone. Inside. Let's set a tone.
Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That's how you score.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive...
Latavius Murray, the 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 75 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
12. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll try to run with Murray. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Focus, defense, focus.
Again, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Big edge. Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, wahoo.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
Here I come. Easy. Joker. Hatchet.
X3. 218. Chopper.
52. Jump out.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
At the Saints 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Right now, you got 58.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I'm coming after you. Good. I four, ready.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. You ready?
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right here. Kill.
Here's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Check nine. Kill.
Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st down, Murray. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Washington, and he is goes into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second and a yard, Rodgers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
36. Saints 46.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, Mike. check. Kelly. Don't let Kelly. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 24. Check 23.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Greystone, travel.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
47's the mic, boys. 47.
Go right.
47. Hey, 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 hey.
Look at you.
Rodgers now on first down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the
88.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On second down, it's Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, check Mike 47.
Boom.
Get in the weight room.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
21. You got nothing. Shoot.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Protein spill.
Second and 5 now. Breeze, it's caught. Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Breeze now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Breeze. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Tight right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Ready. 95-56.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.